Welcome to your intro video for the GIBBON SlackBoard with one line. Today, we're going to be showing some simple, beginner-friendly moves to use your SlackBoard for balance training, strength training, and more. But before we begin, a few things. Most people prefer to use the SlackBoard with no shoes, so you can feel the line moving underneath your feet. But if you are a shoes-on kind of person, by all means, strap them up. We don't recommend doing SlackBoard exercises in socks because they tend to be quite slippery. To start out, let's place our board near a stable object like a counter so we can use it for extra stability if needed. Line joggers. All right, let's get our heart rate up. A little cardio. First, let's make sure we're comfortable. Strap is good. We got a little rebound. Now this is really like jogging in place, but we're going to add the balance work because we're going to tap each time. So it's here, here. Maybe at first just test that. Give it a test. And then we're going to bring our gaze forward at nothing in particular, and then let's add a little rhythm to it. Here, here. What you do with your arms, hands, that's up to you. Focus, breathe. And we'll start with the boards just as you have them. We're going to put the right foot, so we're all going in sync, on the middle of that line. Feel comfortable, test out that rebound. Okay, so now, at first, you might be spending time looking down at the slack line, but eventually we want to start looking forward, bring that gaze forward and at nothing in particular. And then we want to start the reboot process where we're going to step behind and step forward. You might start to get a little pattern going, or you might just hold your arms out here. So we're just step and tap. Soft knee on the plant leg, tap, tap, tap. This is really testing our reaction time. Tap, tap. Let's switch now. Let's go to the other leg. We test that line, feel like we have a comfortable footing. Arms out here, they could be here, whatever is comfortable. And then let's start tapping, side to side. Remember, slow is good. Slow is smooth. Smooth eventually becomes a little faster, and then as your balance improves, you may go back to slower, a little more air. Breathe. First we went behind, taps in the back. Now, again with the foot on front, let's just go with the right foot so we're all going the same way. And now, your gaze may be down at first, soft knee on the plant leg, and eventually we want to start looking forward. So now we're going to bring that foot in front and then back. In front and in back. Do what feels natural with your arms. So what we're really improving, not only balance of course, core, plant leg is working, right? That's on fire. But we're also working on reaction time. Let's switch to the other leg. You might go by count, you might go by time. That's up to you. Now, if you feel like, I kind of had a little hiccup there, that's okay, because we're really looking for reaction time. How smooth is it? And if you start to stumble, how's the reaction? So celebrate the little reaction steps, not just how smooth. When you're comfortable, I'm going to step right in the middle, so I've got the most stability. And now we're going to step into like an air squat or a catcher to the left. So let's do that. I'm going to go there first. Here, comfortable. One leg up, one on the ground. Here we go. Go ahead. Now we're going to come up and curtsy to the other side. How far down you go is based on any injury history you might have to either knee. And then back up and over. Here to here. No rush. You might go slow, get a little air. What you do with your hands and arms, let it come naturally. What works for you. Let's switch to the other side. I like these. They're fun. Have fun with it. Smile a little bit. Down into that catcher. Up and over into the curtsy, or reverse crossing balance lunge. But that's a mouthful. We just say curtsy. You can call it anything you like. breathe. You guys feeling these? Nice. Now let's step on. For some single leg balance, we'll be here with arms. Some will be here. Do what's comfortable for you. Feel that slack. Now, slowly or at your own pace, bring a leg up and then step. How long can you hold? Remember, if you struggle, you've already learned how to do the curtsy. You've already learned how to do the crossover tap if needed. Don't beat yourself up if you're tapping a lot. That just means your reaction is very good. Eventually, your balance will allow you to stand up longer. Let's switch to the other leg. At first, your gaze may be down. That's okay, and eventually up front. Play around with how you balance and pay attention to how you react. That's what we really want to work on. So, single leg, simple and fun. Watch for improvement. Single leg balance. Nice work. Okay, this one's fun, and this is the nose lift by stepping on the tail. So let's put our foot on the back. So my heel is really almost right on the wood at the end of the line. And then the nose comes up. Now I'm going to feel, okay, how do I feel? Test my balance. So I'm going to go here or out here. And then can you bring that opposite leg up or out to the side a bit? Feel the ankle mobility now coming into play. Let's switch that to the other side and see, do we have any issues with that ankle? Don't be surprised if one is much tighter than the other, especially if you've ever had any ankle injuries. Now let's test that one. That one seems better. Pay attention to how well you react. Hold, 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 hold. Nice and smooth. Nose up. Well done. Okay, now let's focus a little on a balance move. It's also fun and challenging. So we've got feet on each side of the GIBBON, and then I'm going to move forward. I'm going to put my foot, and I want the toes of my shoe, or if I'm barefoot, the toes behind the lip here of the nose. Now, I'm going to look forward. At first, I'm going to look down to make sure, okay, everything's good. I have a slight bend in my knee. Now, as I bring that forward and find that edge, I'm going to bring up here to work on balance. Hold, 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 breathe. Pay attention to your reaction. Can you hold and can you fall better? Breathe through it. Maybe you challenge yourself to say, how long can I stay up? Or, how is my reaction time? Let's switch to the other side if you haven't. And then, make sure you're safe on that line. When you're ready, balance. Breathe. Hold. This is one that you're definitely going to see improvement that's measurable based on how long, and then eventually maybe do you hold a leg up a little higher or out? That's tail lift, nose down. Okay, 2 feet on the line. And this really is what most people think of when they look at the GIBBON and they go, okay, it's a slack line, I'm going to go up and walk. That's true. Okay, so now let's put one foot on, test that rebound, make sure you're stable on an unstable surface, and then the whole idea is just what you would think. We're going to work on our balance. We're going to celebrate how well we react when we fall, and we're only falling an inch or two, and then we're going to step up and hold, 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 hold. Remember, reaction time matters. So if you can hold, oh, Evan, awesome job. Breathe. Nice. Now you might hold off to the side. I just saw Sydney doing that. Look great. And then drop. Let's go to the other side. You might notice one side is much better than the other. always practice both sides, right? So breathe, looking down here, and then eventually looking forward and saying, okay, I know where that line is. Now I'm going to feel good about it. Breathe. Hold, hold, hold. React. Practice. Imagine how much you'll improve your balance in, say, a couple weeks, a couple months. Breathe. That's 2 feet on the line, balance.